In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
And there we go. There is the first part of it. We are in the Undead Asylum. This is kind of the, I'd say the tutorial level. And generally, I actually like to play a Pyromancer just for my own sake. But this character, I'm going to go, I don't want to say super fast, but with the Pyromancer, you have to take a little bit of time to farm more often than not. And I kind of wanted to do this in a semi-interesting way. Lighting my first bonfire. That way when I die, I don't this way. No! Don't like doing it slow. Yeah, the knight has heavier armor and is even slower. And now we run away. And that's what we're running away from. No, I am not going to play the game with a broken sword. Oh. You can't tell I am playing online, so lighting my second bonfire. Okay, got my shield on. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. No, I'm not. Well, that was anticlimactic. I'm ditching my helmet. See if I can get a little. Not a chance I can get any faster, but. Hopefully, at least. Be a little in it. Oh, the fog walls. Okay. There's my buddy I gotta talk to. Hey, buddy, where'd you go? And say good day to you, sir. Now through this.
Oh, you. You're no hollow. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Yeah, why not?
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission. But perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family. Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the Undead Asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
So, kind of foreshadowing, and if anybody follows the lore of Dark Souls, it gets fairly deep. And that kind of goes in part of it, that after you lose the will to live, you turn to a hollow. Now, as soon as I can get a hold of his Estus flask. Okay, now for the first target. And die. Okay. Whoa, got it. Too close, too close. Let's go. Whoa. In my butt. Oh, wow, that was much rougher. There we go. I'm not used to being this slow. Way not used to it. I don't want to bang him into hit. He doesn't seem too interested. There we go. And... whoa, got me there. Whoa. Ah, darn it. I hate being slow. Get out of the way fast above. Oh, I wish you'd get out of the way faster. Come on. Okay. Gotcha. That's probably the sloppiest I've ever done it. This is probably also the heaviest armor I've ever used. So with that being said, that'll be the first video. Kind of an easy, simple walkthrough. How'd you die up here? Yeah, bloodstains tell you how other people die. There we go.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the Undead Asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
Can I actually level up? I can. So... I'm actually going to go up to level 7, which is kind of against my little general rules, but that's how we do. Now, I'm going to talk to this guy.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the Undead Asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, Two bells of awakening. One's up above in the Undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
Yeah, that guy's a real fun trip. I'm going to go talk to one other NPC here. He plays a bigger role later on. Oh, somebody rang the bells.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Firelink. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Wow, you're a dick.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Yeah, why not?
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods. Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
I learned that one. And you got a bunch of clerical spells if that's what you're into. Me, not so
Come
much.
again. The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Thanks there. Look at that. And with that note, we'll end this episode here. And I will see you all in the next episode. See you in the funny pages, guys.